you're in South Italy, you have to know how to prepare the delicious cactus fruit. Known for its sweetness and unique texture, this fruit is a sour gem. But there's the secret. To enjoy without the prickly surprises, simply soak them for about an hour. As the hour passes, watch as the spikes effortlessly release, leaving behind pure deliciousness. Slice it open and there you have it. A piece of southern Italy in your hands.
Welcome back to Can I Eat This? Today we are looking at beautyberry, Calicarpa americana. These shrubs have simple leaves that are arranged opposite one another with a distinctly serrate edge. The twigs also have those light colored lenticels on them, you see that? And of course these large clusters of vibrant purple berries are found along the nodes of the leaves. They're like a lime green when they're young. Of course, the question is, can you eat them? Let's try it. It has a okay flavor, very aromatic, quite resinous, we'll say. Some people do get a little bit of a stomach ache from eating them raw. I've never had that, but they don't taste all that good anyway. The leaves here are very aromatic as well. People talk about taking these and crushing them and, rubbing them on yourself to prevent mosquitoes. I've tried this and I've had mixed results, we'll say. People actually make these into a really beautiful jelly, but raw, I give the flavor maybe a
cactus, but it also happens to be a fruit. It's called prickly pear. I've never tried it before, so let's try it together. I read online that the red ones are sweeter, so we're gonna try this one first. It said to cut the ends off. Ooh. Now I'm supposed to slice down the middle and peel it like that, and then hopefully. Oh, it's happening. This is so cool. Ooh, slice it. This is what she looks like. You can see some of the black seeds. I think it looks a lot like pineapple. It kind of like crumbles is the texture. Moment of truth. It's good, but there's a lot of seeds. Like a lot of seeds. Final verdict, it's really good, not too sweet, kind of like a pear guava flavor.
This is the greatest spice. This is the greatest spice in North America, and you can't get it from the grocery store. Welcome back to Can I Eat This? Today we're looking at one of my favorite plants in the entire world, spice bush, Lindera benzoin. They have these beautiful red berries on them. You might remember we just covered another plant with red berries that are toxic, but these ones aren't. The toxic one, honeysuckle, had oppositely arranged leaves, but spice bush, you can see, has alternately arranged leaves. Also, if you just scratch the outer bark right here and smell it, wow, it releases an amazing aroma. It grows very shrubby, like a bush, hence the name. And those berries start off more green before they turn red. Let's try some. Here we go. Wow, it is a very strong flavor for sure. I think the best way to describe the flavor, it's like a cross between black pepper and allspice. It works amazingly in baking. The flavor really comes through. If you're making pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving this year, I would definitely throw in some spice bush. As a spice, flavor's amazing. I give it 9 out of 10.
It's from Brazil originally, but it's commonly grown in New Zealand and also called the pineapple guava, even though it's not actually a guava. It smells distinctly of star fruit, like apple, but mellower and more floral. Nice creamy orange color inside. The aroma is so intense. It's basically exactly like a star fruit in taste, perhaps with a hint of rose. The taste is very tart, but pleasantly so. If you eat the skin like I did on my first bite, it'll be a bit bitter with a herbal overtone, which is also how it is with actual guavas, except here the specific fragrance is somewhat like olive and lime-scented dish soap, which is not as enjoyable. I think I'll stick to just the soft flesh inside. There's a firmer outer layer and a gelatinous creamy inner layer, which is the sweetest part. The seeds are not detectable, so you can pretty much eat the whole thing, though I'd skip the skin. This is super tasty. Highly recommend.
The most dangerous fruits in the entire world, but today we're gonna eat it. This fruit is known as ackee and is typically cooked, but today we're gonna eat it raw. Although it's extremely popular in Jamaica, here in the US, due to the high number of fatalities associated with eating this fruit, the fresh fruit is actually illegal to sell. However, if you grow one of these trees in your yard like I do, or if you're lucky enough to find a wild tree, today I'm going to show you how you can prepare it to eat it safely without lethal consequences. The first step is picking a ripe fruit. You only want to pick the fruits that have split open on the tree like this. If they're hard and closed, never force them open and try to eat them because those are deadly toxic. After picking the ripe fruit, you can start to separate the segments from the inside, and then there's 2 more steps that you have to do in order to make sure that it's safe to eat. First, you want to discard the seed from each segment. After that, you want to also go into the inside of it and remove any bits of pink until all you're left with is the yellow flesh. Then I just repeated the same process to all the rest of the pieces. It's only after doing all these steps that you can then eat the fresh fruit. It's really hard to put a taste to it. I definitely like it better when it's cooked. When you cook the ackee fruit, it gets much softer. And in a lot of cultures, people believe that you have to cook the fruit, otherwise it's poisonous. And I know that a lot of people are going to be in the comments saying, you have to cook it, you can't eat it raw. Yes, you can. But whether you choose to eat it raw or cooked, the most important thing is that you don't eat the unripe fruit. So let me know if you'd ever try ackee fruit and get outside and see what you can find.
Powerful health benefits. Ever heard of sea buckthorn? You're about to. Used for centuries in Tibetan and Ayurvedic medicine, sea buckthorn is now backed by science, and it's a game changer. Sea buckthorn is an anti-inflammatory powerhouse. Rich in omega-3s, it reduces chronic inflammation, the root of most diseases. It supports liver detox. Clinical studies show it helps protect and regenerate liver cells, especially in fatty liver and toxin overload. Sea buckthorn's flavonoids protect brain cells, enhance memory, and even help combat anxiety and depression. It also supports skin healing from within and speeds up wound repair, calms eczema, and protects skin from UV damage. For women, it balances hormones, relieves menopausal symptoms, and improves vaginal health, naturally restoring moisture and elasticity.
And you might want to try these varieties. Turkish korbasi. If you're a fan of sweet pepper, you can try this one. Next, we have Bishop's Crown, which is on the mild spicy side. If you're looking for a smaller plant, try Super Dwarf Chili. But be warned, this is really spicy. We also harvested jalapenos, another dwarf plant called Nano Chili. Now here's a great pepper with a great name. This one's called Monkey Face. Can you see it? It's as spicy as jalapeno, but also tastes like mango. If you're looking for a pepper that's great for seasoning with smoky flavor, try Ethiopian Brown Berber. This one's a yellow sweet shepherd. Fish hot pepper is a very productive pepper with variegated leaves. This purple beauty is called Buena Mulata, which is great on stir fry. An interesting name for a pepper, this one's called Peter Pepper, which is great for making spicy pickles. Brown medium hot pepper, this one's called Pepperon Ciliegea. Luchauer paprika is a little bit spicy. Iko is a sweet bell pepper that ranges in different colors. More Turkish korbasi plant that I'm harvesting green. This is a purple jalapeno. This one originated from the Philippines. It's called Sili Labuyo, but also goes by birds.
And this is what I use for my skin and my hair. Inside it's very orange and you need to sun dry it so that way the oil comes out in your hair. So first thing you want to do is peel it. This fruit comes from a palm that we have growing close to the river. So I've let it dry all day, and as you can see, the oil is starting to seep out. So the next step is to press the oil out. I've got this piece of cotton. I think it's strong enough to hold a lot of pressure from me squeezing it. I also have this small little makeup container, and that's where I'm going to put my new makeup. So here I have my burriti oil, cold pressed.